English Teacher, Part 129. Students achieve productive relationships when they reject prejudices and learn to like others and to see matters from others' perspective. Following a model and joining in small group activities that teach cooperation, role playing, and observing can help students develop positive social behaviors and even altruistic behaviors. Allowing time for comprehension and reflection. Since adopting values and attitude is a highly personal process, your students will need time to grasp and reflect on new information and experience that will initiate change. Small group activities provide a way of allowing students the time they need for comprehension and reflection. Talking and working with persons who have desirable attitudes, as occurs in small groups, cooperative projects, promotes one's attitude and their effect on self and others. You might, for instance, organize students into awareness discussion groups. Groups of this sort work particularly well if most of their members are interested in topic discussed and if the discussion is positive and well structured. Arrange for group decision making which fosters acceptance and ownership. Stress cooperation groups. Use role play which allows safer expression of feeling and experiments with different attitudes. Soliciting effective responses. To solicit effective responses from your student, give clear, simple instructions. Check for understanding. Posting instructions or using a handout can be helpful. State your expectations briefly to avoid confusion caused by multiple commands or wordiness. Show your students you are open, not judgmental, fair, caring, and willing to help, but apart from an occasional nudge in the right direction, do not do things for them, for this denies them the chance to succeed. Initiate a dialogue with the students who resist contact in such a way as to invite but not force communication. Offer to meet with students to discuss concepts, talk about test scores, or resolve difficulties, but do not demand interviews on these topics. Resolving conflict situations. Conflict is an inevitable part of growth from childhood to adulthood. When conflict arises in classroom, try to resolve it or use it as an opportunity for growth. Control your impulse to react and choose the most effective response to diffuse the situation. Keep your professional cool and take time to think situation out calmly. Adopt a problem-solving approach to a positive goal by seeking a solution that identifies other options, imposes consequences. You can prompt growth in conflict situation by modeling an effective alternative. Your students will watch to see how you respond to provocation, and your real influence will lie more in what you do than in what you say. If you wish your students to control their impulsive behaviors, control your impulsive reaction. Convey calm confidence, be shock-proof during the conflicts. Do not lay blame. Detach yourself from arguments and avoid power struggle in which one person tries to satisfy a desire to gain control, mastery, clarity, or security. Avoid such games by simply withdrawing from the argument. For example, I'm not going to argue with you about this now. We can talk it over later if you wish. By not playing, for example, I'm not going to get into this. I have work to do, so have you. When a student repeatedly promotes conflict, you can help him or her gain insight into the dynamics and consequences of the type of behavior he or she is using. Conflict has subsided, touch base with the student involved. After a student-teacher conflict, residual feelings of anger, shame, or fear may remain. It is helpful clear the air by showing that you can be pleasant, or even use humor to neutralize the stressful situations. Tensions and stress hamper learning and increase anxiety. Laughter relaxes.